It is what it is. But that day that I went to that record fair, it was February the 12th. That's when I bought my first record. Today is May the 14th. And I have easily over 10,000 records. And I haven't bought no records in about a month. So I went to this fair. I bought like I said, it was like 7 records or something like that. Came home, got on eBay, and I just went crazy. Like I was just like looking for records. I ran across this dude that was actually in Virginia, and I got a hold of him. I emailed him. I was like, call me. I was like, let's talk. You know what I mean? So he calls me. He's like, yeah. He's like, I got about 17,000 records. I'm like, damn. I'm like, did you used to have like a record shop or that? He's like, nah. He's like, I just collect. And to me, I'm like, 17,000? Like, man, that's a lot of records, man. So I'm like, man, I was like, before I buy anything off your store, I was like, I wonder if I could just come by and take a look at what you got so I can kind of see and make sure that you ain't lying to me, you know what I mean? So he's like, yeah, come by. So I waited about a week or two. I went by, and this dude's house was crazy, man. Like, as soon as you walked in, I mean, he had these, and I didn't even know what they were at the time, the IKEA Expedit shelving units, and he had 3 of them completely lined up on this one wall, like wall to wall, like fit perfectly, and it was just like all these records, like completely filled up in sleeves and everything. Like I can remember it. At the time, I didn't know what it was. I just thought it was a bunch of records. But then we went down to the basement, and that's where all his stuff for sale was. And this dude had like shelves and shelves, and it was all organized by genre and by artists, and like it was crazy, man. And the dude, like, he knew I didn't know what I was talking about or anything, so he wasn't real interested about talking to me about stuff. You could just see it in his eyes. He was a real, I don't know, he was a Russian dude. He was just, I don't know, man. I really didn't, I don't know. At the time, I really liked the dude, you know what I mean? Because I was like, damn, I wish I had all this shit, you know what I mean? So I went home, got on his store, and just was like buying a bunch of stuff less than $5. I bought a couple things that were a little bit more, and then I ended up getting like 20-some records or something. I paid like $250. So I went by, I picked them up. The day I picked them up, though, I went and got 2 books, price guides, to kind of tell you what's good, what's bad, getting into collecting. Because I was figuring if I'm going to spend all this money on something, I should know like what it's worth. You know what I mean? Like, how much is this stuff worth? You know, is this stuff good or bad or what? So I got these 2 books, the Gold Mine record catalogs. I got both of them, the one for the albums and the other one for the 45s and all the American releases or whatever. And I started checking out all this stuff. I mean, I got Bob Marley, I got a bunch of stuff from this dude, like stuff that I was like into, like Bob Marley, Peter Tosh, some of this other stuff. But a lot of reggae stuff besides Bob Marley is not in those books. You can't find like no reggae. I got a couple old soul records, found those, and I was pretty much paying like what they were worth in near mint condition. And these records, they weren't really near mint condition. I was like kind of upset about that, you know what I mean? And I told the dude, he was like, bring them back. He was like, I'll give you your money back. I was like, no. I was like, it's a learning lesson, you know what I mean? I was like, but I would never fuck with you again. You know what I mean? He like lost me as a customer. I don't care how good his service and how much stuff he had or anything. The way he did, it's just, I was just not down with that. You know what I mean? Like charging me all that money. But it was cool. I learned my lesson. So what I started doing, I was just, you know, buying records everywhere, going to thrift shops and yard sales, garage sales, community sales. I had an ad on Craigslist that I put up that I buy records. People were just calling me, like, I was just getting tons of calls. I was buying, like, everything that I could buy, you know what I mean, at the time. And I just massed, like, it was crazy. Like, I was coming home with crates and crates and crates. I actually ran into this DJ. They used to DJ for 95.5 Turntable Chuck. Went out to his spot out in Maryland. And, I mean, this dude had an unbelievable collection. It was crazy, man. And I went through and handpicked all kinds of stuff from him, like new stuff, old stuff. Got a couple singles, some go-go, got everything. I met a lot of cool people doing this, man. A lot of older people, you know what I mean, that just wanted to kind of let things go. A lot of younger people that inherited their parents' or grandparents' collections that were just selling them for next to nothing. And I was just picking up anything and everything and just learning as I went on. And then I started cataloging my music. And that's where it got real difficult, because that's where I'm at now. Like, I stopped buying because I got, like I said, easily over 10,000 records. This right here, this shelf right here, there's only about 1,400 records on this shelf right here. And this stuff is all organized by genre, by artist. It's in my database that I've developed with 43 different categories in it. For each individual LP, there's 43 bits of information that I put in, ranging from artist name, the year of release, the label description, the label, everything. Hold on one second. I'm going to turn this track over. And we're going to listen to one of the, in my eyes, one of the greatest soul records of all time. This track right here. This jam right here is whoo! But anyways, so I've been organizing all my stuff right now, and that's really where I'm at. So kind of what I want to do right now is just take you around and show you everything that I kind of got going on that's right here in this room. And this is my little back room, kind of like my man cave, whatever you want to call it. But this room used to be like my office, and I had like my desk and all my stuff set up, and I used to do all kinds of stuff. But now it's just like records over here, records over there, and a little desk right here. You know, everything is records back here. This is the record room, but it's my little getaway. So I'm going to turn this up a little bit, and we're going to walk around the room, and I'm going to show y'all what I got going on. Let me move this down here, and I'm going to bring this light so it brightens up this room a little bit. That was a cassette. 2 cassettes that I got from a guy. I'll deal with that later. But, so these are my records. That's kind of flooding. So let me show you this right here. This is the event that I went to, and I actually picked this up. I went to a record shop, and this was laying on the floor, and I was like, man, can I get this? And they were like, yeah. So I looked around the record shop a little bit, and I was like, man, y'all ever get any records y'all don't want, y'all can't sell, whatever? And they were like, yeah, all the time. So I was like, and the dude turns around, and actually in that crate right there, it was completely full of records. Let me put this where this goes, because I just had this for the video, but we'll get to this later. We over here. So I came home and it was 101 records. This crate was completely full, and then he had another crate that he gave me that was full of records. I just picked them up and rolled out. He didn't charge me nothing. I actually got these speakers right here from the DJ. These I don't know what, Dynalab or something, I don't know, but I got them for like $20 for the pair, so it wasn't bad. These acoustic research, these AR rock partners, they sound really nice. Now y'all want to know about these right here. I created this right here at work. Took a piece of paper, printed it out black, reversed out the letters, laminated it so it lasts pretty much forever, and just put all the different genres that I have. I got 23 different genres at the moment, but I'm gonna add one more. So it's printed on both sides, so no matter where I put it on the shelf, I mean, if it's, for instance, in the middle of these and I'm coming over here, I can see it. I can see it right here. So that's my own little thing. If y'all want some of those, hit me up, and I'll let y'all know how much that's gonna be, because trust me, it took some time to put all this together. But and I got it all in order, kind of alphabetically, A, B, C. Kind of may not be in perfect order because I moved a couple things around because I was running out of room. But this is my little blues section. It's all country music. This is my folk section. Holiday music. This is for later. I'll show you all that in a little bit. But that's a record store day merchandise right there that I found out about. But all this right here, this is all my jazz. This is all my R&B and soul right here. This right here is my compilation albums, like various artists with different everything on it. Then we got the rock right here. It's all rock. This is all popular music right here, and that a little bit. And this is rap and hip hop, reggae, international, and no, stage and screen. I'm sorry. This is stage and screen, and with like soundtracks or whatever. And this is musicals. And then over here, I got my classical section. This is underneath of my desk, so excuse all the wires. And I got electronic, different music, international world, instrumental, military type music like marching bands, all that kind of stuff, spoken word, anything that's vocal, whatever, religious music. Then I got my comedy section and my children music, and I put that right there so my kids ain't climbing up to get their stuff. But they got a nice little collection, just all kid music, Sesame Street, Mother Goose songs, all that. And then this box right here is just full of different stuff that I have, because I don't got no drawers no more to put my stuff, so all my stuff is in here. It's just a junk drawer. I put everything in there. All this music right here is uncatalogued. It's not cataloged yet. Whatever's playing always sits right there next to the turntable that I picked up for $65 on Craigslist from a dude. It's not in the best of shape, but it plays. It works wonderful. Dude wrote all over it and colored it with a Sharpie, so I gotta try to get rid of all of that stuff. I found something that I can remove it with, but it kind of took away this finish, so I kind of stopped because I don't want to go too far with it because I don't know what I'm gonna do. But and then I went to Guitar Center and got me a. Let's see if you can. Sure. Man, what is that? White Label or something like that? I can't remember. But so that's that. This receiver right here I picked up. This is a Denon AVR 3805, and I got it set up to where it shuts all down, so it's in pure direct mode, so it's like clean sound or whatever. And this is my little monitor, my keyboard, and all that. And then this is all electronic. My flash went off. I don't know why, but whatever. There's a tub under there that's all electronic equipment, wires and everything. So y'all might be wondering, I don't know if y'all saw all this, but you see these tabs. Alright, so how this works is I keep track of all my stuff, the date I bought it, and how much I paid for everything. So for instance, all these records right here, and it starts off with this right here. So you can see I bought these records on March 27, 2012. I bought 89 of them for $45, so it came out to like 51 cents per record. So that's all of these records up to this blue dot, this blue little piece of paper, and then that's where this collection starts. I got 160 for $30, 29 or 19 cents a copy, and I got. That's including all these little 45s right here. So I kind of grouped it all together, where the date I bought it, how much I paid for it, everything. And yes, there's more back here. So, by the way, I got 2 loads of stuff from Turntable Chuck. First load is starting right there, runs all the way there to that first blue dot behind there. There's a lot of old school hip hop right in here I picked up from a dude. Let's see what I get.